fucking hear him or anything, bro. Come out here and finish me, bitch. Come out here.
The number one problem in Apex Elite, campers. What is up, you guys? Razor here, bringing you a new video on the brand new game mode called Apex Elite, where the top 5 teams from the last match make it to the new game mode where you can advance and get as many points as possible by reaching the top 5 squads left in the match. Now, what we did here is we did not change our playstyle. If you want to go camp in a corner, I'm telling you right now that is not going to last for you long term. You're not going to become a better player, and you're just going to embarrass yourself over and over again. Sure, you may score a few points by just camping in a corner the entire game, but what does that really prove to yourself at the end of the day? It's about improving, and overall this game's meta is about movement. So that was my first tip, is not changing up your playstyle, not trying to play like a camper, because that is a humongous problem in this game mode, and even in pubs for people trying to make it into the Apex Elite. That is not my advice on how you make it there. My second tip is watching all your corners, because that's how a lot of people do advance to the top 5, is just by camping. I can't tell you how many times I've just climbed up a random hill or random ledge, and there's just 3 people corner crouching, and they all just spray me down with the Havoc or whatever they got. It doesn't really matter. And it's just like, come on, dude. You're better than that. You don't need to camp in a corner. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like Fortnite Championship Arena mode. It's just not that serious at the end of the day, guys. So that's my second tip, is watching your corners, because you never know when you're just going to turn the corner and a full squad is camping in one corner together. My third tip, which is a little obvious, but is to try and find yourself a dedicated squad where you have good squad chemistry. You're going to want to have a squad where you know what you're doing. You don't need to make every call out. You can just know. You just know. If you get a knock, your team's pushing up with you. You don't need to even call it out at that point. You can see a lot of that in this gameplay here. We work together very well, and we capture a lot of points. I end up scoring 10 points. That's my record currently in the Apex Elite. But every single game we drop Skulltown, and we try to push for as many kills as possible, because that's just how you improve at this game, is you keep pushing fights. I don't care if it's arena mode, I don't care if it's Apex Elite mode. That is just how you're going to become better. And having that kind of confidence in this game mode will give you more points at the end of the day. So make sure you're learning from your mistakes as a squad. Make sure you're practicing, learning together, learning where you went wrong when you do screw up and you do lose all your points. Because I want to warn you guys, what happens when you don't make it to the top 5 is you get a forgiveness point. Or sorry, I may have misworded that, but you get forgiveness. And basically what happens is, no matter how many points you do have, it takes you all the way back to 0, and it allows you to restart without having to go back to a public match and have to make the scrim again. Sorry, the elite queue. So it's basically resetting without having to qualify, which does suck, but you shouldn't be going for a super high score off the bat. You should be learning from this game mode, because there is a huge adjustment in this game mode compared to public matches. You can't just W key everything you see. There are a lot of campers, and there are a lot of people that capitalize on third parties in this mode compared to publics. We had one team where they waited until the storm started to try and third party us, because they wanted to trap us in the storm, because in this game mode the circles are shorter and the storms do more damage. So they tried to capitalize on that, and it didn't go very well for them, just to tell you. But that is what you got to look out for in this game mode. It's all about having a good squad that communicates very well at the end of the day. If you want to win any type of match, I don't care what it is, that is the best way to do it. Just find your god squad, find where that chemistry is, and you will score 10 plus in the Apex Elite. So once you get that streak going, once you hit like 5 or 6 points, you're going to start feeling the pressure. And a humongous tip from me is when you get into a fight and say one or even two of your teammates go down and you know you're in a bad spot, you need to know when to let go. Even when your teammates are screaming, "Oh, I'm safe for a res," you need to know when it's time to run, because it only takes one of you to get your entire team points and to save the day. So what I'm saying here basically is you kind of have to abandon your squad sometimes. You may be able to sneak around and get the banners, but in this game mode, people are probably going to sit on your teammates' boxes waiting for you. So you're just going to have to run off like Forrest Gump, and you're going to have to completely disengage. So when you do get into that situation, I do recommend playing passively. When you're by yourself and you got a lot of points racked up, I recommend playing passively. You get my pass, but that is the only time. Because when you got a full squad, and say there's 6 or 7 squads left, and you hear a big fight going on, you should just go and third party it, because that will secure you the points instead of sitting there in a corner waiting for the other people to do the work for you when someone could sneak up on you and just destroy you for the and you're the very last squad that doesn't get points. So you don't want to risk that. You want to just push and push when you have a full squad. And when your teammates go down, you just hit the ground running and you play passively until you get those points. Once you hit the top 5, you have nothing to lose and you can start W-keying all these bots again. Another reason I recommend pushing those last fights is because you will notice when there's about to be 5 squads left, most games will become dead silent for a bit. Everyone's just going to start waiting and sitting back so they can get that free point. And if you do hear a fight going on, you want to take advantage of it, because you never know what situation's going to come up next, and you don't want to get screwed out of that point at the very end of the match. So play aggressive with your team, play passively when you're stuck by yourself, and you're just going to have a great time overall. This game is... I didn't like it at first. I thought it was ruining the game, but I've become more open-minded to the idea of this game mode because I've actually had to play strategically with my friends, and that's something that I haven't had to do in this game in a very long time, because if you're a very skilled player, you just push everything in public matches, and the game becomes easier and easier and duller every day. So if you put on your strategic cap and, like I keep saying, have some good friends to play with, this could be a really good time if you're not just looking for high kill games. Because the highest kills I've scored in this game is like 13-14 with the full squad. And that's pretty good for how many campers are in this game mode and for having a full squad. So I'm just happy to get some kills. I'm happy to be using my brain again. That's what this game mode takes. I'm happy for that. And it's overall, I think it's a good game mode. Now that I have played it for a day, I think it's a pretty good game mode. So this game mode came out with some pretty cool challenges that are super easy to do. There's 5 challenges that give you a few gun skins, a sweet Bloodhound skin, and if you hit level 15 in the Battle Pass, which if you have the Battle Pass, I know you've done that already, you get a wicked Wraith skin. So I'm sure you guys have already done that. I'm just going to skip right over that. But a huge tip or rumor that I've heard is they are selling skins that are a part of the Legend of the Hunt pack, and apparently those aren't going to come back. So if you see your favorite Legend skin in the store that's a part of this pack, you may want to grab it, because they're only 1,000 points instead of 1,800, and they may never come back ever again. So capitalize on it and buy yourself a nice skin, bro. So there you have it. I hope I dropped some insightful knowledge for you guys. Hope I didn't just drop some obvious dumbass tips that every other YouTuber would give you. I'm trying to actually drop knowledge. I want to actually help the community. I'm not just here for clicks. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed me. I hope you enjoy my awkward ass commentaries. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm about to hit it. I haven't hit it quite yet at this moment, but I know you guys, and I know I will hit it by the end of today. So I appreciate it so much. I'll have to do something special for 1,000 subscribers because that's a lot to me. Like, I didn't think I would reach that this quickly, at least. So I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this last clip. It's just me clutching up in the Apex Elite tournament. Well, game mode, sorry. And yeah, hope everyone has a great day. Hope everyone enjoys the new game mode. Peace out.
Look.
But he's knocked. On me. Not anymore. Oh, jeez. That's not nice. I got this.
Alright, you got it. We'll just watch.
It was just because I had to reload. It's the...
Oh, hey, we gotta go.
got this.
They're over here. Up here. Up here. I'm going on the side of them, distract them. Oh yeah.
Coming up.
Oh my god. You're good. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. Wraith has a peacekeeper, but she's got white.
This bitch on me.
Yeah, they're probably resin her in the gas.
No, they're not. It's just the last person right here.